Hey guys, military arsenal. This is my Ruger LC9. This is a 9mm. The main reason I got this handgun is because before I had this, all of my handguns were full-sized pistols, and I wanted something that would be small and compact for concealed carry, more specifically for pocket carry. So I was in the market for a really small handgun like this. I was looking at some revolvers and some semi-automatics, and I went with the Ruger LC9. Main reasons, it's very slim. We'll safety check it real quick, get that out of the way. Okay, it's clear. One of the main reasons I went with the Ruger LC9 is it's very slim. You can see that, very slim. Which means when it's in your pocket, it's not going to be bulky and bulging out. So it makes it very comfortable. Now it's very light. Okay, I like that too. Now one thing about it that I really like is that it's double action. For a handgun for concealed carry, I don't mind a double action trigger because when I'm carrying it, I want the trigger to be a long pull so it doesn't accidentally go off. It's just like an extra thing to be safe with. But it does have a manual safety right here. Okay, up is safe, down is fire. Red is exposed when it's on fire. Now with the double action trigger, being as it's a double action only pistol, the hammer is not extended out of the frame. Okay, the hammer is an internal hammer. So when you pull the trigger, every time it's a double action pull. Like that. It's a really long pull. Some people don't really like that, but if you practice with it, you can get good with it. The first time I took this out, the first 25 to 30 rounds, I was able to hit the target, but my groups were very scattered. I wasn't able to get nice, consistent groups. But after shooting about 50 to 100 rounds, I was pretty good with it. So the double action trigger does take a little bit of practice, but then again, when you're in a self-defense situation, you're really not focusing on accuracy a whole lot. You're just pointing at the guy and shooting. Obviously you want to hit him, but with a double action trigger, you're pretty much focusing on a center of mass. You're not really focusing on a little target. So it's not really a target pistol, it's a self-defense pistol, which is why it has a double action trigger. One thing I'm not too crazy about is when the magazine is out of the gun, you cannot pull the trigger. I really don't like that. I don't really see the point, but it is what it is. It also has a little key lock, this little circle right here. It comes with a little key you put in there and turn it, and that'll lock the whole pistol down. It disables the whole pistol until you unlock it. That would be okay for a guy that maybe has a kid or something and he doesn't have a place to put this safely, like a safe, for some reason, I don't know why, and he has to leave it out, which is not really a good idea, but it gives you that option. The whole pistol will be locked down. But I have a safe, and I also have a little black lockbox with a finger combination on it, so I really don't need to use that. It comes with one magazine. When you get it, it'll come with a pinky extension floor plate, and it'll come with a floor plate that looks like this. I picked up a spare magazine because I like to have two with my gun. When I'm carrying it, I use the magazine that is flush with the frame so it doesn't stick out and print in my pocket, and it's easier to take it out of the holster. The holster I use is an Uncle Mike's holster. It's a size 4. This was like $10 off of Midway USA, and that's very cheap for the quality of the holster. It's like a suede leather, and it has a leather strip right here that's aggressive, so that when the gun is in your pocket and you pull it out of your pocket, the holster grabs onto the inside of your pocket and does not come out with the gun, which is very important. If you're in a self-defense situation, you do not want your holster coming out with your gun. That just causes more time delayed. You gotta take it off. So the gun doesn't fit in there too tightly. It's kind of loose, which is good because there's no break-in necessary. You know, you can get this right out of the box and it fits perfectly. The inside is like a soft, I don't know, nylon material. It's a very nice holster. I like it a lot. Very comfortable. This gun is so comfortable to carry. I forget it's in my pocket when I'm walking around with it. Yeah, I like it a lot. It comes with 3-dot sights. They're white dots. Okay, if you can see that. It has a loaded chamber indicator. It's a silver strip. It says loaded when up. And when it's loaded, it goes like that. And it exposes red. So it's very obvious that this is loaded. I like that. Some guys don't like it, but to me it's not a big deal. Okay. It also has a little area in the ejection port right here. The hood of the barrel. There's a little space opened up, so when there's a round in the chamber, you can see the brass. Okay, so it kind of has like 2 chamber indicators. What else? The muzzle is recessed in the slide. Okay, that makes it really good for carrying it. 7-round magazines. Okay. It's nice that you can get the pinky extension in case you have really big hands. It makes it a little bit more comfortable for me too. Okay. Looks like that. And then without the pinky extension, I'm still able to get my whole hand on the grip. My pinky is like half on and half off. But some guys, their hands are so big, their pinky will just be floating there. But you can actually train yourself to shoot like that. Alright, it's a very safe gun. I highly recommend it for anybody that wants a self-defense gun for pocket carry. Yeah, it's really nice. The cocking serrations are slanted. Okay, it's very easy to take apart. You push down this tab right here. A pin will fall out. You take the slide off. Then you take your recoil spring out and you take your barrel out. It's very simple. It's very similar to a Glock. Pretty much almost the same thing. And then you put it back together and put the tab up and it's back together. Very smooth slide. It's very smooth. I got this for about 400 bucks. They come with the ones with the lasers in the frame, and those are a little bit more money. I'm not really, into that. I like the plain pistol, more traditional. But this pistol's been great. I put 100 rounds through it, and I didn't have one issue with it. It didn't jam once. No malfunctions, no misfeeds, no failure to eject. It worked perfectly fine. I used full metal jacket and I used hollow points plus P. Alright, very nice. I like the frame a lot. I think Ruger did a really nice job with the design of it, the way it looks. They did a nice job with detail up here. Right here, it's like it's made to fit your hand perfectly. It has texturing on the side of it. On the front strap you have texturing, and on the back strap you have texturing. Okay, you can see how slim it is. And it's a very nice looking pistol. I really like it. I want to get this back out to the range. But one of the most important things with pistols is that you practice with them before you use them in a self-defense situation. You should never buy a pistol and never shoot it and then depend on it for your life. Whenever you get a pistol, if you're going to plan on carrying it or using it for defending yourself, you have to make sure you break it in and you have to make sure you practice with it, because you need to be very familiar with it so that whenever you're under stress, you don't have to think about what to do. Your mind will automatically know how to operate it, because if you don't practice with it and you need it in a very high intensity situation where you have adrenaline rush and everything, you might, I don't think you'll be very efficient with it. But just make sure you practice with it, learn the controls, learn where things are. You know, magazine release is obvious, but you just want to be very familiar with it. Okay. Practice with the double action trigger. It takes a little bit of getting used to, but after about 50 rounds, I felt very comfortable with it. Okay. Something else. When I took this out for the first time, I noticed when I was done shooting the 100 rounds, my rear sight was drifting back and forth because the Allen screw got loose. That's not a real big deal. All I did was I took the screw out, I put some blue Loctite on the threads, I lined my rear sight back up, and I tightened the Allen screw into the sight, and now it's not going to go anywhere. That happens sometimes, you know, it's an Allen screw, you got some recoil, you know, it can come loose. So just put some blue Loctite in there and tighten it down. Okay, and it's blue Loctite, so you can get it out if you have to. But it's a very nice pistol. The slide's very nice and machined. The quality is excellent. Okay, so if you guys are thinking about it, I highly recommend it. I chose this one over the LCP because the LCP is a little bit too small for me, and it's in a 380 caliber. So I like the 9mm over the 380, and this gun's just a little bit bigger, but it's just big enough that it makes it comfortable, but it's also very small. If you can see, it's about the size of my hand. Okay, it's a great pistol. So that's my Ruger LC9. I want to thank all you guys that are subscribing and watching my channel. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate the support. So just want to say thanks to all you guys, and I'll see you soon. See ya.